Hello there friends, and welcome back for another double mod review. Today I have two really nice Claas Lexion combines to review for you guys. These things are just beautiful and they really do serve the purpose. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to discuss a few things regarding these mods. We're going to go over the shop and check out some of the specs, and then I'm going to get them out on the field and test them out for you. But just before we get started, I'd like to remind my viewers that I'm going to be taking 2 weeks off starting tomorrow. I'm going to be spending some time with my kids. I'm going to be taking them on vacation. They're all done with school. And yeah, I have a son that's 8 and a daughter that's 10, and I'm just going to spend some quality time with them, take a couple of weeks off. But I do have some previous recorded Let's Plays I'm going to be uploading every second day, so yeah, there will be some content to watch, but I will be back with more mod reviews, so just bear with me, and I'm sure most of you people will understand. So okay, so let's get started with this beautiful green Claas Lexion here. It's all done up. This is a limited edition. This is called the Claas Lexion 795 Monster Edition version 1.0. The file size is 49.2 megabytes, and the following stats I'm going to give you is for the combine as is, without any added features to it. So the power is 430 kilowatts and 585 horsepower. The price in the shop is $413,000 with a $1,460 a day maintenance fee. It has a capacity of 13,500 liters and a max speed of 30 kilometers an hour. It has a work speed of 10 kilometers an hour, which is determined by that header, and you do get that header with this mod and the trailer. I'll be going over them in a second. But yeah, it harvests at 10 kilometers an hour. So the price of the header is $54,000. That's the only header you get with it. And the daily maintenance fee is $70. And it has a work width of 12.3 meters. Now, as far as the header trailer, the price in the shop is $8,000. It is multicolor. The only thing you're going to be able to change as far as the color is the color of the hooks down the bottom. These little hooks here, you can see they're green. I tried to match it up, but I probably should have took like a lime green, but close enough. So this has a couple of added features. Beautiful looking combine. I just love this. I think it's beautiful. So let's jump on inside and we'll test out a few things right off the bat. Start it off. We've got a beautiful sounding engine. Now you can notice his hands aren't on the wheels, but this also has IC controls, so you can bend that wheel to get to his hand. He looks a little twisted there. So we'll unfold it with the X button. You can check out that animation. You know, there's 3 or 4 different pipe sizes you can get. I have the longest one, which is about 7 meters. You don't need it that long, but it's just if you prefer to pull your combine or your tipper up like not too close to the combine. So okay, let's test out the lights and stuff. Everything illuminates just beautifully. Our signal lights work just fine. I like the monster logos on it too. Our beacons, we have some funky looking beacons on here. There's also 2 on the back. Very, very nice looking. Like I said, I like the monster stuff on it. Looks really sharp. Okay, so the beacons work and the horn works just fine. So everything works there. Let's take a look on inside. Not a bad looking interior. Done up all in class. So I'll bring up the toolbar here, and you can see there is IC controls if you press left Alt. There's not a whole bunch of IC controls, but there is some. You can tilt the steering. So open side. I don't know if I noticed that before. Open side. Close side. Let's get out and look at that. The only thing here is you gotta press Alt and then jump out. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna press Alt again and make sure that's open. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there it is up top. Okay, I'm getting this mixed up with the other one. So yeah, you can open that up there. I'd imagine that just helps cool off the engine. Jump back on inside. Still get the IC going here. So that was to open that. This one's to open the engine on the side. Take a look at that. Or on top actually. Yeah, that helps cool the engine. Jump back on inside. I'm pretty sure these two buttons here do the exact same thing. They do. And then this one here opens the cooler that I just opened up top. So we can open the window here. Close it again. Let's hit Alt to see what else there is. You can turn on this light, but you can't really notice it. Like, the light doesn't illuminate here, but you can notice it on top of here. Watch, on top of here. So maybe at night you'd be able to see it a little better. Here's to activate your wiper for the front. Let's get a little look at that. It's funny how it's right in the middle like that, eh? And it's funny that the controls would be way up here for a wiper. You'd think that'd be down on the control panel, but it's not a big deal. It's definitely not game breaking. You open the door there. I do believe that's it for the IC controls, guys. So we'll test this guy out momentarily as soon as we go over the other one. So let's turn this off. We'll jump on out. I do believe that's about it for this guy. Now we'll go over this beautiful Claas Lexion here. This is almost like the one I use in my game, except it's a cat harvester, but it's done up as the Lexion. Beautiful looking harvester. This does not come with a header, unfortunately, but what I'm going to do, guys, is add the link for the Claas Lexion that I use, and the header matches up just beautifully, and it has a really quick work speed too, at 25 kilometers an hour. So yes, this is the American Claas Lexion 700 series. There is 3 different engine sizes. You can get the 740, 760, or 780, and of course that is the horsepower range is there from 402 horsepower, 503 horsepower, and 570 horsepower. So like I said, the statistics I'm going to go over right now is as is without any added on stuff. So the file size is 34.2 megabytes. The power, like I said, this is for the smallest one, is 296 kilowatts and 402 horsepower. The price in the shop is 3 different prices, of course: 476, 476, 200, and 476, 500. 476,000. You know what I mean. The capacity is 13,500 liters, no matter what size you take, and it has a max speed of 25 kilometers an hour. I can't tell you the top work speed because it doesn't come with a header, but if you use the header that's with the Cat Lexion that I send you, or that I'm going to provide down below, it will allow you to have a work speed of 25 kilometers an hour. So I do believe that's about it for this, except our little walk around. You can't retract those stairs for some weird reason, but I think this is just beautiful. Now there is a couple of downsides with this. Now when you turn the lights on, they do work. You can see them illuminated on the ground, but it doesn't seem to show up here, and the signal lights don't work, and it has no beacons on it. But besides that, it works just great. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that the other one has. So let's start this up. Like I said, we'll test out a few things before we get started. I'll turn on the lights and you'll see what I mean. Now you can see them on the ground in front there, but they're not lighting up on the harvester itself. So that's a little unfortunate. Same as the back. You can see them on the ground, but there's no lights coming from the actual bulbs themselves. So yeah. The signal lights here, I have my hazards on. I just showed the signal lights that don't work, but you can see when I go in the cab you can hear them. So they kind of work, but they kind of don't work, if that makes any sense. But I'll turn them off for now. Like I said, with F12 there is no beacons. I don't know if it's F12, I have it programmed in my gamepad, but there is no beacons on this. I'll unfold it. It has a really nice animation for this. Watch how the side panels pop up. I think this is really cool. Look at that. Look how they twist around. They kind of go through the body, but I like the way it does that. So pretty cool indeed. So I'm just going to close that for now, and we will test out the horn. Okay, so I do believe that's about it for now. We'll jump inside the cab. Pretty much the same as the other interior. There is some ice. No, there isn't ice. Yes, there is. See, I'm getting these mixed up. This one has less features than the other one. These two buttons are the exact same thing, and actually there's a third button here that kind of mixed me up because I was getting the thing for this to open the engine cover, but it was kind of popping up here too, but it's the same, as you can see over in the top left hand corner. It's both the same command. But okay, anyway, so if I press this one, I can open the side panel like I did for the other one. Let me take an exterior view here. You can see that little side panel is open. And back inside, and if I press over here, this will open the engine cover on top, so it'll allow it to cool off a little better. It looks pretty cool too as well. So let's go back inside. Press left alt to get off here. Now I'm just going to look for any other IC controls, because I do believe that's it. You might be able to open the door. No, you can't even do that. So the only IC controls are for those two panels on the outside. So besides that, that's about it. You can enable the swath or leave straw behind, of course, just like any other combine. Okay guys, I do believe that's about it for now. So we'll shut him down and we'll go test these out. Now I'll jump in this guy. I really like this harvester. I think this is just fantastic. Take an exterior view and we will pull on here. My heat thing is still open. So yes, just before we get started, I will take you on over to the shop so we can take a look at some of this stuff. Now obviously they're going to be under harvesters. There's the Claas Lexion 795 Monster, and there's the 700 series. Now this, you can change a couple of different things. You can get it with the regular attachers or with the optional headlamp cabin. The engine setup, you can get the red or the white. It doesn't affect your horsepower or anything, so all I can see that it increases the price, and it puts a little thing there. It's saying it's ramping up the engine some more, but all I see adjusting is the price. So an extra 100 if you want the red edition. The wheel setup is basically the track with 30 kilometers an hour. There it is with the wheels, and then back again. And then the design of the pipe. Now you can take the XL3, which is the smallest, the 4, or the 7. So there's 3 different pipe sizes there you can choose from, and like I said, you'll just have to pay a little bit more money. So let's go back. We'll take a close look at this. There's not a whole lot of options with this. You can take the 740, 780, or 760. Like I said, it will. There is 3 different engine sizes, so you can get that up to almost 600 horsepower, which ain't bad at all. But that's the only thing you can change as far as this. Like I said, that doesn't come with a header, so I will add the Claas Lexion, which comes with 2 headers, and they're the same color and everything, so you'll be all set up. Here's the header trailers here. Like I said, there's the modded one at the end. You can change the color of that and the rim color, and you can get one that handles a little bit more speed, 40 kilometers or 25 kilometers. So one more thing just before we go test these out, it will go under headers here, and as you can see, the one for the green Lexion is there, but you get this one too. This one might come with the yellow one, I'm not sure, or both of them come with the green one, but I'd say that probably comes with the yellow one. But these are the 2 here that you're going to get with the Lexion pack, and like I said, they work just great with that. So that's what we're going to be testing it out with. So let's unhook from the trailer here, swing around. Look, it even got the monster decals on the header itself. Very cool. So I do believe I told you this has a 12.5 or 12.3 meter work width. So let's pick it up. Yeah, it doesn't have any wheels, unfortunately. You will have to cater it around. Another thing with that yellow Lexion, guys, you can't hook anything to the back. It doesn't have a hitch on the back. So that's another unfortunate thing. You'll have to use a tractor to take your trailer around. I don't know why it doesn't have any attachments on the back. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So let's unfold this beast. Go over here and cut some barley or straw, or barley or wheat, I should say. And leave some straw behind. Check out the animation. Check it out. Listen to it. I love the animation there. Look at that with the swap. Very cool. Now I'll leave some straw behind with the comma button. And look, even that animation looks great. What a fantastic little harvester, man. I like that little spindle thing on the back too. It just makes it look that much cooler. Beautiful looking. I think they did a really fantastic job with this one. Really, really cool. Like I said, it only holds 13,500 liters, but that's probably pretty realistic, and you can always change that if you want, right? Pretty decent header size. So I'm not going to do too much of this field. I just wanted to show you that it works just great. I'm going to go finish this row right here. I'll turn them around and show you that you can indeed hire a worker without any problems. Yeah, I think this is fantastic. I like the sound of it too. It's just so much different than the New Hollands that I'm used to. Okay, hire a worker, no problem. He's doing just fine. I don't know if I've ever seen that guy before. He must be new. So we'll just stop right there. We'll extend our pipe. We got a big old pipe. I got the 7XL on this, but it works just fine. I'm going to shut him down momentarily and go find my tipper, which is right over here. Okay, son. Let's go over. We'll unload that. You can check out the animation for that, and then we'll move on to the next one. So yeah, guys, when I do return, I will be coming back with all new mod reviews. And like I said, I do have some pre-recorded episodes of Sherwood Park multiplayer, so stay tuned for that. I do have a couple like we pre-recorded some episodes just to kind of prepare for it, but just so you know, when you don't see any content, any new mod reviews, just know that I will be back with more, so no worries. Okay, that's that. Let's go dump this off and we'll go get our other harvester going. We need this tipper again. Okay, we'll just leave him there for now. We'll bring this header over to our tractor. Actually, we'll bring our tractor over to our header. Or our combine, I should say. Start this guy up and take him for a little spin. This drives really nice too. Unfortunately, you gotta take it with the doubles, but it beautiful looking harvester, man. The other one's a tad bit better. I do like the other one better, but this one has a good look to it, and it really handles and harvests well. So no complaints here. If there's one major complaint, I guess it would be no hitch on the back, because that's really inconvenient to not be able to hook your header up to it. I mean, you can hook it to the front, but you're gonna have fun trying to get down a road or any tight roads or hedges or anything like that. You want to be able to drag it behind in the trailer or not. If not, you want it to have wheels so you can tow it behind you. It has a couple of panels that open up that make it look a little cooler. So you'll see that this header works just fine for this. And there we go. It looks good too, like it matches pretty much. It's yellow and gold, but it's pretty close. And this thing works a lot quicker than the other header too. But it's only going to fill up quicker because it has the same size holding tank, 13,500 liters. Okay, let's unfold this. Still like the animation for that, looks great. And we'll do one ourselves. Look how much faster this guy is. Like I said, your work speed is determined by the header, not the harvester itself. So we'll just take one swoop up here, and then I'll hire a worker on the way back, show you that that works just fine. Even the brakes work good. Like, it doesn't stop too quick, it stops just nice. And it turns very nice too. Handles great. Two very nice combines for sure. So I'm gonna hire a worker here. Very nice. Same guy. Yeah, it looks fantastic. So I will include the mod for the Claas Lexion, guys. It's a great harvester itself. The only reason I'm not reviewing it is because I've reviewed it in the past, so I will include that down below in the description below. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's review. If you did, maybe you can leave a like on your way out. And please don't forget that I will be taking 2 weeks off, but I will be back after that and just spending some time with my kids. And if you're new to the channel, guys, why don't you go ahead and click on Nick right there in the middle of your screen, and I'll bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. Plus my Patreon link is just below. If you'd like to help donate to a smaller channel, it really helps out, guys. So until next time, take care, and I will see you all in the next one.